In a world obsessed with constant performance and validation, what if true growth happened quietly, without an audience? Growing without performing explores the powerful journey of self-improvement that's free from the pressure to impress others. It's about embracing change for yourself, focusing on inner progress rather than external applause. This approach unlocks authentic transformation, building resilience and confidence that lasts beyond any spotlight. Let's dive into why growing in silence might just be the most profound way to evolve. Today we will talk about growing without performing, self-improvement with no audience. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The pressure of external validation. In today's world, the quest for self-improvement is often linked to external performance. Social media platforms and societal standards constantly measure success in visible, quantifiable ways. Whether it's getting praise for a completed task, gaining likes on a post, or impressing others with one's progress, the need for validation can overshadow the authentic process of growth. The question we need to ask ourselves is, what happens when we remove this constant pressure? By growing without an audience, you step away from the need to perform and allow space for real change. The transformation happens quietly and internally, often without the instant gratification of external praise. You should focus from being seen to being genuinely present in your evolution. This allows deeper work to take place, ones that go beyond surface achievements, like cultivating patience, resilience, and self-awareness. True growth in this context is driven not by applause or expectations, but by a personal commitment to becoming the best version of yourself, regardless of whether anyone is watching. 2. The power of quiet progress. True self-improvement often happens in moments of solitude and quiet reflection. While society tends to celebrate loud accomplishments and public recognition, personal growth can often be a deeply private journey. Growing without performing means you're no longer fixated on how others see your progress, but rather you focus on the subtle shifts within yourself. These changes may not be obvious to others, but they can be some of the most profound and lasting transformations. This shift in mindset is key. Without the need to prove yourself to an external audience, you free up your energy to focus on the inner work that truly drives growth. For example, developing self-discipline, creating new habits, and overcoming personal limitations are often incremental changes that happen gradually over time. No one may notice them right away, but the internal satisfaction of knowing you're improving without needing validation is immeasurable. The quiet progress you make, though unseen by the outside world, builds a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. It creates a foundation of self-worth and internal confidence that doesn't rely on external applause, but on a deeper sense of fulfillment. 3. Embracing the journey over the destination. In a world where people are constantly striving for the next milestone, it's easy to forget that self-improvement isn't always about reaching a destination. Instead, it's about embracing the journey itself. Growing without performing invites you to slow down and truly enjoy the process of becoming. It's about learning to appreciate the incremental steps that lead to larger, long-term changes. When we grow for ourselves, there's no rush to reach an endpoint. The milestones become less about ticking boxes and more about enjoying each moment of self-discovery. It allows you to be patient with your progress, knowing that growth isn't always linear. Sometimes it involves taking a step back or working through setbacks, all of which are valuable learning experiences in their own right. By valuing the journey over the destination, you shift your focus from external performance to internal growth. This approach nurtures a deeper connection to your goals and helps you develop resilience, knowing that the process of improving is just as important, if not more, than the result. 4. The role of consistency and commitment. Consistency is often overlooked in the pursuit of self-improvement. When you're not performing for an audience, you learn to embrace the long road of daily commitment. Small, seemingly insignificant actions, when done consistently, lead to massive changes over time. Growing without performing requires you to stay committed to your goals even when there's no immediate feedback or recognition. This approach fosters a deep sense of personal responsibility and integrity. You do the work because you believe in the importance of your growth, not because you're trying to impress someone or gain approval. Over time, this consistency becomes part of your identity. The more you commit to personal development without needing external validation, the more ingrained these habits become, leading to lasting change. Consistency, rather than dramatic leaps, is what often leads to sustainable transformation. As you stick with it, the results may not be immediate, but they will be steady and enduring. creating a foundation that doesn't crumble when external circumstances change. 5. Overcoming the fear of not being seen. One of the most difficult challenges when growing without performing is overcoming the fear of not being seen or recognized. In a society where success is often defined by how visible you are, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that if no one notices your progress, then it's not worthwhile. But true growth isn't dependent on others' opinions. Overcoming this fear requires a shift in perspective. Instead of seeking external recognition, you begin to value your own internal acknowledgement. Every small victory becomes a source of pride because you know that you're moving in the right direction. You learn to celebrate your progress in private, knowing that the work you're doing is enough. As you build this internal recognition, you also become more resilient to external criticism. Without an audience to impress, you stop performing for others and start growing for yourself. This freedom from the fear of judgment allows you to take risks, make mistakes, and ultimately evolve in ways that feel authentic. 6. The impact of silence on mental clarity. Silence can be a powerful catalyst for mental clarity and growth. In a noisy world full of distractions and constant performance pressure, taking time for quiet reflection can help you understand your true desires, fears, and motivations. Growing without performing allows you the space to tune out the noise and reconnect with your authentic self. In silence, you're more likely to uncover the thoughts and feelings that influence your decisions. You learn to distinguish between what you genuinely want and what society tells you to want. This mental clarity can lead to more intentional, aligned choices in your life, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal development. Moreover, silence provides the space to heal. When you're not constantly performing for an audience, you give yourself permission to slow down and reflect. 7. Building self-worth from within. A core aspect of growing without performing is building self-worth from within, independent of others' opinions. This inner confidence stems from knowing that your value isn't determined by external validation. It's about recognizing your own achievements, no matter how small, and understanding that your progress matters, regardless of whether anyone else notices. Building self-worth from within creates a strong foundation for resilience. When your value isn't tied to external applause, you are less likely to be swayed by criticism or setbacks. You develop a deeper trust in your abilities and believe in your potential to continue growing. This internal sense of worth allows you to navigate life with a sense of stability and purpose. You no longer measure your success based on how others perceive you, but by your own standards and goals. Growing without performing, embracing self-improvement without the need for an audience, is a powerful mindset shift. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.